Hey guys, welcome back to Surreal Beauty. I'm Tiffany, and today we're going to dive into a deep topic that I think affects all of us, how childhood trauma affects our relationships. If you've ever wondered why you react the way you do in love, your friendships, or even at work, this video is for you. But before we jump in, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe, and let's talk about this in the comment section, because again, healing does come through conversation. So what is childhood trauma? Usually when we hear childhood trauma, we usually think of big events like abuse or neglect. But honestly, childhood trauma can even come from the small things like emotional neglect, being banned or being shamed for expressing your feelings early on, or even growing up in an environment where love was critically conditional. Trauma isn't just about what happened, but also what should have happened, like feeling heard, feeling safe, or being valued. Okay, so how does trauma show up in our adult relationships today? Let's get into it. One of the ways childhood trauma can show up in our adult relationship is fear of abandonment. So this is someone who tends to be very clingy and constantly needing reassurance from their partner that they're still loved and valued in their life. The next way trauma can show up in your adult relationship is through avoidance of intimacy. And these people tend to keep their partner at an arm's length, struggling to be vulnerable and struggles to open up in their relationship. The next way childhood trauma can show up in our relationships is through over-accommodation. And these are typically our people pleasers. These are people that tend to struggle to set boundaries in their relationships due to the fact that they want to be loved and liked. And so they're willing to sacrifice their own selves for the sake of having a partner. One of the last ways that your childhood trauma can show up in your relationship is through overreaction or avoiding conflict. So these are people that typically shut down really quick whenever conflict arises, or they're highly sensitive to critical response from their partner whenever faced with that. Do you find that you relate to any of the childhood traumas that I've just listed? Do you find that these are some of the ways that you behave with your partner? If so, you're not alone. In fact, there's a method to this madness, so let's start to talk about some of the ways we can heal and work through changing our ways. So what can we do about this? Healing isn't about fixing yourself, but it's about unlearning the things that no longer serve you. So what are some of the steps that we can take to start unlearning our ways? First, recognizing your patterns. Self-awareness is everything. Being able to be aware of your shortcomings, your weaknesses. Next, we have to start challenging the old beliefs. So if one of the beliefs that you have is I'm unworthy of love, we would have to start challenging that and replacing it with I am worthy of love. And I know it sounds really cheesy. I know it's not that simple, but it's just that simple. Next step is practicing self-regulation. So this looks like therapy, journaling, doing a lot of inner child work, inner healing. You want to make sure to communicate your needs, especially to your partner. I know being vulnerable can be scary, can seem scary, but this is the remedy to actually breaking through a lot of the childhood traumas that keep us stuck and stagnant in our ways in our relationship. Most importantly, surround yourself with others in a community, with safe relationships, with people that respect you and your boundaries, especially having a partner that respects you and your boundaries. These are critical ways to help aid in your healing journey. Healing is a journey, it's not a destination, and the fact that you've watched this video up until this point shows that you are on the right path. If you found that this video resonated with you, be sure to drop a heart in the comments and share your experience, and let's talk about it. Until then, I'll see you.